Hello, my friends. Happy Monday. Welcome. This is a brand new Zen Mondays. My name's Stephanie Virchaux. I'm an empowerment coach and energy healer. If you are new here for the first time, you know that I go live every Monday, share with you a tip, a tool. We can do meditation sometimes, just a little bit of everything to help you feel more empowered throughout the week. So it's about 20 minutes, just enough, great time before dinner or after if you want to check it out. So let's get started for tonight's session. So today's session, it's all about sitting in discomfort. So basically, how you can sit in discomfort, whether it's emotional or physical, internal or external, without losing you know what? So your shit, without losing your shit. So let's get started. I'm going to give you a couple of tips on internal and external because, for example, external emotion can be, I'm hungry and I end up turning hangry, which we've heard the term before when you're hungry and then you're angry. You know what I'm talking about. Internal can be that you're in the middle of a breakup and you're feeling really uncomfortable through that breakup. How do you handle the discomfort within that change? So the thing is, so let's dive right in. We live in a society where everything is really fast paced, right? It's like we're running around, we're fast paced, we're getting solutions, we're making things happen, which is wonderful, except that we want to use that same approach of we are fast paced in order to heal our emotions. And that doesn't work that way. You can't just have a Band-Aid, have a tactical approach to your emotions. Emotions don't work like that. Emotions are layered, they are complex, there's a lot to an emotion. So if we try to tackle an emotion the same way we are tackling our jobs, there's gonna be a disconnect and it's gonna probably make the emotion last a lot longer than it needs to be. So emotions can be short-lived if we know how to manage them. So I want you to think of an emotion as your inner guide, your intuition, guiding you to share something about yourself that you don't know yet. So for example, if you eat something with a lot of pepper, your friend is gonna go like, listen, you have like something in between your teeth. You would have never known unless your friend would have like pointed it out and you're like, oh my God, thank you for letting me know. So I want you to start thinking of emotions as the same thing. Emotions are your inner guide, your intuition, the universe, any of those things that you believe, letting you know like, hey buddy, you got a little bit of pepper in between your teeth. So it's nothing to freak about. You can laugh about it just like you would with pepper. By the way, if we're friends and I ever have pepper in my teeth, please do tell me. Be a good friend. So that's all that emotions are. So I'm actually also, quick parentheses, I'm live on Facebook and Instagram. So in case I'm going back and forth, you know what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, so I have this, I have that, I was on a roll, and then, okay. So the reason why it's so important to learn how to sit with your emotions when you are in discomfort is because discomfort is part of life. So just like you are happy, you are joyful, you are excited, you're also going to be sad, uncertain, aggravated, frustrated, scared. That's all discomfort. One thing doesn't come with the other. So the thing is though, we are constantly avoiding discomfort. When we feel discomfort, I'll give you easy examples of discomfort. We turn towards drinking, we turn towards food. Sometimes you get angry at the people around you. It's just because you are uncomfortable. But the thing is, my friends, if you don't know how to manage discomfort with the smaller things in life, like I'm angry or I'm hungry and suddenly you're going to be angry. No. If you don't know how to manage discomfort with the smaller things in life, how are you supposed to know how to manage discomfort with the bigger things in life? So if you're uncomfortable with smaller emotions, when something really discomforting happened, maybe you were going through a breakup, maybe you lose your job, maybe somebody that you love dies, or it could be any of these things which we've all experienced, and you don't know how to manage that discomfort, it's gonna be hard, right? It's like you're gonna hit a rough bottom really hard. Whether if you start now understanding and managing the smaller discomforts that life gives you as opportunity, when you get the big stuff that happens in life, you're like, I got this, right? Otherwise, it's going to be, so I guess you get to choose right now. You're like, you know what? You can be like, Steph, I'm going to wait until the bad things happen. I'll figure it out. Great. Then this is probably not the Zen Mondays for you. But if you're seeing how this all makes sense and you end up becoming a stronger person, then definitely tune in and stay tuned for what I'm going to share with you. So I'm going to share with you two parts: external discomforts and internal discomforts. And each of them, I'm going to give you tips on how you can manage and really flow through them. So I'll start with external discomforts. External discomforts is anything from impatient. So maybe you're waiting for a friend at a restaurant and she's late. Like, oh my God, I've had to work so much in this. I get so annoyed. I used to. I'm probably a lot better now when people are late. And I'm the kind of person, it's like the Swiss in me where I get there like 10, 15 minutes ahead. So if somebody's already like 5, 10, 15 minutes late, I've already been at that place for like a good half an hour. So instead of getting annoyed, I've used my own tools in order to not be uncomfortable where people are late. I use it to my advantage. So anyways, impatience can be an external discomfort. Hangry can be another external discomfort. Like, I'm so hungry, I'm not going to eat dinner for another hour. Now I'm pissed, right? So first of all, you want to find the support in your discomfort. So I'll give you an example. Today, I didn't eat. I've been really learning how to eat more intuitively, which basically means eating when I'm really hungry and not when like it feels like you should eat lunch, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and so forth. So I was not hungry most of the day. I actually ate really late last night. So it's about 4:30. I hadn't eaten all day, but I'm beginning to feel hungry. So on my way home, there's this food hall. I stop and I get food. And all of a sudden, it's like something within me was like, now you're starving. And so I get my bowl of veggies, whatever, to go. And then I'm like, I still have like a half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour to get home. Meaning there's another 30 minutes that I'm not going to eat. Part of me was like, I need to find a snack to eat from here on my way home, because I cannot wait another half an hour to eat. Like, God forbid, as if I'm gonna die. And that's when I realized this is a perfect moment to sit in that discomfort. I'm not gonna die of starvation in half an hour, clearly. So instead of me trying to band-aid my discomfort, I'm like, I'm gonna sit in discomfort. How can I find support? So to go back to my tip, when you're very uncomfortable and it's an external thing, find support within yourself. So this is what I'm talking about. I was really hungry. Do you know the moment before you go on vacation, like a week or two before vacation, and that's like the best time, right? Because in your head, you're like, I'm going to pack. What am I going to wear? Where am I going to go? And you're almost like salivating your vacation. Do the same thing with these feelings. So if you're hangry, don't focus on I'm so angry and I'm hungry and add momentum to that discomfort. Instead, turn it around and find, how do I find my support in this moment of discomfort? So if you're hungry, think about like, ooh, I'm gonna eat a delicious dinner, start salivating the dinner. How is the dinner gonna taste like? How is it gonna feel like? How are my taste buds are gonna feel? How is my body gonna feel? You find comfort in the discomfort. So start training yourself to know that everything you need is within you. So every time you're uncomfortable, you don't need to go externally and find a source of comfort. You can go in and just say, what do I need right now? And find the support within you. The second part of external discomfort, it's something like a physical discomfort. So let's say you have a headache. Most of the times, unless you literally ate a ton of sugar or you're hungover or something you did like that. But let's say out of nowhere, you have a headache. I want you to start thinking as this physical pain as like a shift in pressure in your body. So think about when you're on a plane and like you're going higher and higher and then like your ears pop, but then you get used to it. And then the pilot is like, oh, we're getting used to the pressure. And then you're like, okay, cool. It's just only going to last a few minutes. Think about the same thing for your body. Your body is full of energy. So when you are shifting, you're growing, you're processing, you're healing, you're going to go through a sort of change in pressure. which sometimes manifests through physical pains. It could be a headache, it could be a muscle pain, it could be something like that. So instead of like freaking out and being like, I need to take Advil, I don't feel good, what's wrong with my muscles, my head, oh my God, chill. Just kind of sit back, honor your body and being like, I know what you're doing. I'm going through a shift right now. Maybe go to bed a little bit earlier, drink a ton of water. So if you were sick, you would take care of yourself. You wouldn't aggravate yourself to make it worse. So again, when it comes to an external discomfort, if it's a physical thing, understand there's a shift in pressure in your body as you're learning, growing, healing, whatever that might be. Allow for that to be. And then the last tip I'm going to give you when you're going through a physical discomfort is check out, if you haven't already, Louise Hay. She is a beautiful author. Not unfortunately, but she passed away a few months ago. But what her whole story is that she was able to pinpoint every physical pain stems from an emotional disbalance. And her story was something on the lines of like, they discovered that she had cancer and she ended up literally healing herself from her cancer by healing her emotions. So if you're going through a really uncomfortable physical pain, my suggestion is look up Louise Hay. So I'll give you an example, and then we'll move on to the internal discomforts. But if your hip has been hurting, has to do with a lot of fear of change. So you may wake up and you're like, oh my God, my hip is hurting. That's so weird. Look it up. So she lets you know the emotional imbalance. In this case, is there a fear of change? And then she gives you an affirmation so you're able to get comfortable with change. So I won't get too much more into Louise Hay, but she has a beautiful book. It's called Heal Your Life. And you can always look up like whatever pain you're feeling, like toothache, Louise Hay. And then you'll get the emotional imbalance, why it's manifesting through your tooth. Again, if you have too much sugar, you don't brush your teeth, or you don't floss, yeah, that's also going to happen. But I'm just saying, if you don't know what the physical comes from, look it up and you'll get so much understanding why. Okay, so let's move on to the second part. The second part, if you're just joining in, it's about sitting with discomfort. So I talked a little bit about external discomfort. Now we're going to go into internal discomfort. So I'll give you the example of you are going through a breakup, maybe. Or maybe you're in the middle of looking for a new job. Maybe you got fired, or you didn't get fired. You just don't like what you're doing. Both of those things can cause a lot of uncertainty. You are uncertain about your future. When am I going to find a job? When am I going to find my future girlfriend or husband or boyfriend, whatever, whoever it is you're dating? So first, there is a situation. So you're like, I'm going through this. This is making me really uncomfortable. This is causing me a discomfort. So first step, I want you to narrow it down. What is causing you the discomfort? And then like you figure out it's uncertain. I'm uncertain because I don't know if I'm going to find a job. I'm uncertain because I don't know if I'm ever going to find the person out there that can love me the way I deserve to be loved. Whatever it is, it's uncertain. So step one. Step two, I want you to give a color to that emotion. So let's say with uncertainty, the color, I think about it, the color that comes up is yellow. Great. You give it because you want to make it tangible. So it's not like, oh my God, I'm feeling uncertain and stuff is going out of control. It's you want to narrow it down so you don't feel like it's taking over your life. Step three, focus where that discomfort is coming from. Mostly it manifests in your chest for some people, where it's like, I find hard to breathe, my chest is tight, I'm uncomfortable. Or if not, the second most common part is in your stomach, in your gut. I feel everything in my gut. So what is it? Are you chest or are you stomach or gut? Then the next step, and this is where the fun begins. You want to close your eyes and you want to visualize the energy of this uncertainty, like a ball of yellow light. You visualize it whether it's in your chest or in your stomach. So for my example, I'm going to put it in my stomach. And you're just going to sit there for a minute or two. And you want to visualize that energy like a ball of light moving through your body. You want to aid this energy to move through your body. Because what happens is we get uncertain and we keep it stuck in our bodies. It's either going to be stuck and that's going to cause like indigestion, or it's going to give you this whole host of physical problems that you don't need. So you want to be like, talk to your uncertainty. Listen, uncertain, I know this is uncomfortable, but I love you. We got this. We're going to work through this. Then you visualize the ball of uncertainty light. And then you're either going to visualize it moving up. It's almost like if you're sweeping and you're sweeping things out the door. So you're going to sweep it either up, let it go, or you're going to sweep it down. You'll know what feels the best for you. There's not a right or wrong way to sweep. But what you're doing is you're allowing that energy to move through you. Otherwise, what? You're going to be uncertain for 6 months or a year until you find the new lover? Or you're going to be uncertain for 3, 6, or a year until you find the new job? Nobody has time for that. You want to move the uncertainty out of your body gently. This meditation might take you a session. It might take you 2 or 3 sessions. So kind of every day, just like you brush your teeth, and you can even do it as you're brushing your teeth, like make it easy on yourself. And you want to move the energy out of you. That way it's not being stuck. Bob, oh, you're so cute. I love everything you say. I love you. I'm so glad this is resonating with you. And then the last step in this internal discomfort is to start taking action. So I'm giving you the example of uncertainty. You feel really uncertain that, when you're going to find your next boyfriend or girlfriend, or you feel uncertain when you're going to find your next job, your next client. So uncertainty is the root of it all. Think of things that you can do that help you feel certain. So maybe in this case, getting on the treadmill helps me feel certain. Doing a gratitude list and maybe making a list of all the things that are certain in my life, like light and electricity and internet, clean water, that makes me feel certain. So what are things that make you feel certain? So whatever it is you're feeling, the opposite. So if you're sad, what are things that make me happy? And then you want to do those things daily. So ongoing, you're going to do 2 things. You're going to sweep the energy off, and then you're going to take a look at the list of the things that you can do to start bringing in feelings of certainty, or start bringing in feelings of happiness, or whatever feelings that you feel like you're not missing. Because the thing is that sometimes we wait until those feelings come, like, oh my God, I feel really uncertain. I guess I have to wait until I get a new job. No, that's bullshit. You take your power back. You begin to gain certainty today. It may not be through their job, but what's going to happen is the more certainty you do, the closer their job is going to come, because you're already nurturing those feelings within you. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, type them up. But I want to end it with this. Ultimately, when we feel discomfort is not here to ruin your life and make you feel uncomfortable. Like, that's not the goal of discomfort. Like, oh, I'm going to be a sneaky little friend and make you feel uncomfortable. Like, ooh, no. Discomfort is here to help you evolve and grow and help you ultimately reach your full potential. Because the more we evolve through discomfort, the stronger we are. The stronger we are, the closer we are of living our full potential, which is being at peace, being at ease, allowing things to be. So every time you find a discomfort, get excited. That's getting you to be closer to your full human potential, which I'm assuming, I might be wrong, that's why we are all came to earth to do, to achieve our full potential. So start looking at discomfort as something that's helping you grow into becoming a stronger person, a more resilient person, and a person that can be flexible, whether you are experiencing a high in your life where things are going your way, or whether you are experiencing a low in your life. You can still be resilient and really find that anchor through your journey. So start practicing right away. If you are discomfort, if you're uncomfortable, if you're one of those people that get hangry, I suggest you start practicing that right away. If you're impatient, start practicing that right away. So that is the end of my Zen Mondays. If you are just joining in, this is going to be live on Facebook and Instagram for 24 hours. And then I always upload them to my YouTube channel. So if you want to kind of binge and watch any other past episodes, just search on YouTube, Stephanie Virchaux. You can look up any past sessions. Also, if you loved it, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your clients, like this or repost it. Invite people in. I love to continue doing this. I love the support. I love having you both live here, not both, everybody live here with me. So let me know how else. Last thing, if you have any topics that you would like for me to talk about, please let me know. I am totally open to taking suggestions or recommendations. And remember, I am live every Monday night, either 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So come check it out. I love you so much. I don't see any questions, so I'm assuming this was good. If you guys have, girls and guys, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM or just reply to this video, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. So I love you. Have a great week. I will see you all around, and take it easy. And remember, always and in always follow your joy. Bye, my friends.